gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back in the building. As you can see, the logos had changed. Promotion has changed. So we got some changes to the show. So as we got changes to the show, you'll see different things. We're gonna try to do different things like that. So tonight, I decided, I know y'all hear, like, I'm on at a different time, and I noticed that you don't hear the other voice that was here. So tonight, I felt like, because it's fresh, it's something that just happened, or something that, even this show is new, it's fresh, it's something that just came out and everything. So the fact that I like doing the show, I want to keep it authentic. So that means that when things happen or information I find out that whatever we're conversating about, if I can find it out right then and then, we just gonna rock with it. You know what I mean? We're gonna try to do our best to work through it. So when it comes down to the show tonight, and like I said, not hearing that other voice, and with it being a situation so fresh, I wanted to share with the audience and all the listeners that has been here. And I appreciate everybody who came. Like, the numbers went crazier than what I expected or we expected. Like, it did do crazy. Like, and I don't mean crazy like as far as thousands and hundreds like that. Like, no, it was the little things, you know what I mean? Because with the little things, we were able to help one person or two people. But when it comes down to helping somebody, I'm straight. I'm down. Like, you got me. You got my focus. I'm ready to put the work into the show. That was the goal, and that's the dream. You feel me? Like, just to have something different. But when the show seems like it's going to turn into... Look, right now, I guess I'm speaking to the people who heard both of our voices and they heard me. I'm speaking to those that know that I'm not... Look, Crime Stoppers was not what this platform was for. This platform was not to make somebody feel worse than what they was when they first got here. This platform was not here to be disturbed with allegations on random people. It wasn't here for you to even do that. This was a helping show. Like, Sister to Sister was a helping show. It was something I felt like I wanted to do for a long time when it comes down to having conversations, because I believe in mental health, and I believe that when you have mental health, you got to have conversations. You got to talk. You got to be able to speak to somebody. And sometimes we don't have that open space to speak to. And as I was doing this show, I assumed that that's what we had. We had an open show. We had an open dialogue. Like, if you messed up on, maybe you may stumble on your words, and I can understand that, because this is not your show. This is our show. So our job was to, at least assist as best as we can without judgment. But like you hear me always in the background, like, you say some crazy shit, I'm shutting you down. So you've always heard that from me, and because you always heard that from me, I felt like it was understood all the way around. I don't come at anyone's belief. I'm just not judgmental, because I believe everything deserves a conversation, whether you like it or not. This space was open. It was open for you to say what you had to say. So the issue of why you don't hear another person beside me at this moment is there's misunderstandings. You know what I mean? I also feel like misunderstandings are real. And I also feel like if you have a problem with somebody, you try to work it out as best as you can. And then I feel like you sleep on it, and then you wake up and see how you felt about it. And that's what I did with the situation. That's what I believe she did with the situation. And we both decided that we're going to go our separate ways. And I won't say that we're going our separate ways and I got beef with her, or I'm hoping on the other side. Like, I don't know. She doesn't have beef with me. But what I know is that we had to go our separate ways, because when you turn a show into a show that you're going to be judged on what you say, and this is finally, I'm giving you a space to just say it and don't be judged. Don't judge the guests. We don't judge the guests. I don't like the fact that my guests were being judged, and I didn't know that. I didn't know that, that's what we were doing. And because that's what was going on, it frightened me a little bit, because if I say something to you guys, y'all my peoples, you know what I mean? Y'all my peoples. I don't want to be scolded because of what I said, because this is, like I said, a learning show, mental health. I want you to come up here and help me out with my words. I want you to make me understand where I'm coming from, and so we can have the conversation, and it can be had, and I can come up off this show and learn something new, and you could come up off this show and you could learn something new. But I ain't judging you for your beliefs. Like I said, if you spiritually in God and how you take him and how you do it, come tell us. You know what I mean? Let us understand. I'm not going to let you go an hour and 3 change on my shit, but I really would like you to come tell the people, like, because this crowd right here that I hope that I get for this situation, they know that this is not a judgmental space. When you say something crazy, if I can't fix it in time, if I can't mute you in time, then the backlash of it, I don't want to be held for your words. I want your words to be heard, and I want it to be understood. Now, when I started also, there was a time where I started the show without a person with me. And I said, it was for, I wanted Black couples and things like that. But as I grew, I found out, I want to see what the world is feeling like. Like, who we going to get? Like, you know what I mean? What they going to say? What can you help to, what can you help with the situation? Because I always felt like the show is for help. We are part of the solution, not part of the problem. And the views of me and my co-host, that was part of it. You know what I mean? When you turn somebody's words into a crime, that's a big problem for me, especially if we're not going to make the decision to say, hey, come explain what you said. That bothered me. Or let me hear what you said because that bothered me. If we're not going to give them the open space, then it's not, that's not what I started the show for. I started this show to hear it. I started this show so we can find out, you know what I mean? Like, so we can know what it is. I didn't start this show to say, you said that, now you going to jail, buddy. You know what I mean? And even if you didn't have anything, there's people like that. And then there's people like that. And these people come with money. You know what I mean? So they have time to tie you up in the courts and all that extra stuff. So that, I didn't like that, turning people's words into actions and to crimes. I turned it into a space where they could be open and honest about, what they felt, the situations they were going through, the people they've come across that changed their lives, or what things we can do to change other people's lives. You know what I mean? So that situation went on. So I do want, right? Because like I said, tonight is really not the show that I'm going to bring to y'all. Tonight is basically explaining a little bit of what happened. And I need, like I said, like when I did this, it was for my people alone. And when I got somebody who understood where I thought that I had somebody who understood where my vision was going, when it came down to saying mental health is free if you just have that conversation. And this is the free mental health I'm talking about. And that's communicating. When you say something wrong, I'm not going to judge you, but I'm definitely ready to have the conversation with you. I'm ready to have the conversations that we don't have on an everyday basis. And because we don't have those conversations on an everyday basis, I said, hey, I have a show where you may not want to listen to it while it's on right now. You know what I mean? But you can always come back and listen. And when you listen, you get to learn something. It's not you listen and you automatically did something that, that can hurt the show or can hurt me or hurt someone's feelings. Because I'm not going to lie, if it hurts your feelings, my goal is to get you to come here. Tell us, what is it that hurt your feelings? What is it that you felt like could have been said? How do you feel like it could have been said? You know what I mean? So right now I have this clip that I want to play for you guys. And I tried to wait a little bit to bring it out, but the clip is like 3 minutes. You know what I mean? And I wanted my audience, now that like I said, this show, you hear just me, you don't hear the other person here. So I'm praying my peoples is still here. I'm praying my peoples is with me. So as my peoples is here with me, I want y'all to hear something, right? And what you're about to hear is something that I want to say broke the show. I want to say that. It broke the show with me and my partner. And it didn't break it to where I disrespect her or I don't like her or da-da-da, because that was my sister. That's my sister. And the point of doing the show with her as well was we had a story in itself that was needed to be told. So eventually, as we get comfortable and closer, and as we build our audience, and as we, could adjust our audio a little better, and we can do those things. Once the show start growing, I wanted people to hear that story, because the story of how we became would have been a beautiful story. But because it ended the way it did, guys, that story was really good. It would have been a real mental story, because a lot of people are going through a lot of things, and sometimes you really don't know someone's going through something worse, or somebody is going through something that you may not understand, and instead of judging it, you have the conversation. So like I said, right now I want to play this clip. I want to hope that you can hear it when I play this clip. So just listen to this clip right quick, and after I play this clip, I want to have a conversation about this clip, because the show was supposed to be, one day we'll have that conversation and we'll get to it, because I don't think that it's not a conversation that doesn't need to be need to be had. It's a conversation that needs to be had. It's a conversation that will help someone else. It's a conversation that lets you know that we were talking about levels and classism and things like that. Like, so we had like a really, really good show, and I'm just hoping to still keep it going, because this is still my baby at the end of the day. This is something that I wanted to do because I know one day it would help somebody. I'm not asking to help millions of people. I'm asking to just reach one or two would be lovely too. But one person, to let them know that it gets better. It doesn't always have to be so hard. There are people out there listening. You can talk about it, and you don't have to be judged, because I don't have no way on this show are we judging anybody. So when you come here, you're gonna realize it's a free, unjudgmental place. So let me play this clip for you, and just tell me what you hear, if you want to call in or everything like that, or you want to tell me what you hear, but I'm gonna break it down how it made me feel. Okay? So here we go. Let's see. This is new.
Anybody that feels a kind of way about the things that come out my mouth, the show might not co-sign it, but I want to say a sincere fuck you, right? To anybody that feels a kind of way. You listen. Let me say this again. I am #MoDon. You can inbox me.
Donut shop.
And we can have a conversation if you want. If you were too slow, you played the audio. I wasn't speaking fast. They was listening slow. Yeah, that's not my fault if you remedial.
And I'm not gonna. Whoa, wait. You can use words like that. I'm not.
I don't know. That's right.
Some people don't understand the word remedial.
Okay. So let me hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. It's not my fault if you're on the spectrum, if you're a little slow, if you was in a class with 12 teachers and 3 students. That's not my fault.
Nothing wrong with that.
You don't even know the co-host. First off, you don't know my life, bro.
I know. I'm just saying.
And I'm still not on that.
I'm just saying. Listen.
Nothing wrong with
that shit ain't a slow thing. That's a people thing.
So no.
Respect.
No. Hello. It's about the fact that I said niggas go to DR to fuck little girls, and you felt the kind of way about that because it's the truth.
It's scary.
Why is it scary? Why?
Well, now this is why I want the show.
Oh, why is it scary? Why?
Well, now this is why I want the show.
Okay.
This is why I want the show. I'm gonna tell you why it's scary, right? But you're gonna have to turn down the aggression.
Yeah, no, I want to say fuck the people that felt the kind of way.
Because I want to have it. No, I want to have it. But we going because, like I said, I'm gonna learn from what I fucking just lost. You know what I mean? What did you tell?
No. Tell me what you lost.
Give me a second.
Okay. Tell me what you lost.
You're right. Just give me a second. No, I didn't lose anything because this is my baby. This is what I wanted to do.
Okay.
But I also understood, like I said, the lesson learned was they're gonna be people. When I say it's gonna be hard, those people still gonna be hard headed. They're not hearing that it's hard. Hard is hard. It's not easy. So when you have these conversations, and when I say, hey, maybe we saying it a type of way, I'm willing to listen. If to have the conversation is to repeat and dumb down as much as I can, and you understand me, because this is a station head, we gonna do that because this is the space that we have.
So
we understand that.
Let me do this.
We got the space.
Croc is there? Croc, you there?
Yeah, he here.
So I'm me. I've always been me, right? So maybe you can take and interpret what I'm saying for the people that need a little softer,
would you
right?
Would you like me to translate?
Sure. I first want to say, fuck the people that feel a kind of way.
You go ahead and say what you gotta say.
And then you do interpret.
Look, Mo, listen to me. Like I said, what I'm gonna do for you right now, because I didn't feel like you was about to get the space that you needed to relax and explain yourself. I am going to give you the floor, but understand, this is your name. You know what I mean? Your business.
Okay. No problem. No problem. No problem.
I'm going to put my phone on mute.
Okay.
All right?
Yo, Croc.
Do what you got to do.
Croc, okay.
You got to hit me with the read.
Okay. Listen. Anybody that feels a kind of way about the things that I say about pedophilia and monsters like that, I could give a fuck. My name is #MoDon on everything. You can find my businesses there. I own multiple things. I'm with the smoke. I'm with all that. I'm not biting my tongue for you, for him, for her, or for anybody else. The problem with most of these things is the fact that we all move around soft, or I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings. Everything that you say is going to hurt somebody's feelings. Now, read.
There's no need for us to have so much dialogue and conversation, knowing that I like to partake in so much different type of categories of conversation. We're not on the same wavelength. even though your wavelengths might matter, it doesn't matter to me. So what you need to do is focus on yourself. Focus on the wavelength that matters to you. And maybe then you'll understand that either way, I'm still right.
The messages and views that have been pointed out by the Croc are seconded and thirded by MOE Don and DPE. Tell him or her to eat a dick. What happened?
Guys, I had no problem with that because you came to the show. You gave a view to the show. You commented on the show. You have views that will help somebody that comes to the show. And I'm going to thank you for that. However, you got it out. I appreciate you, brother.
I am here to only delegate. You know, I am the Black Republican, not in the Republican sense, but Black Republican.
Right, because listen, I understand that some people may want you to say things the way that they want them to say it. You can't.
Right.
Sometimes you got to get it out the way you need to get it out, and this is the space for you to get it out the way you need to get it out. That's all.
Right.
That's
you
all
say, I need something.
Don't ask me for something I can't give you. I cannot give you a snitch. I cannot give you a child pedophile. I cannot give you these people you are asking me to present to you. And that's what I felt
they
like
gotta
I was
present
doing
themselves.
on this show. They was trying to get me to do that.
You don't present. You don't have to present any of that. If like put like this on some G shit, Jerry Springer, right? Jerry Springer had the KKK, he had all these other motherfuckers, like back in the day. I'm not talking about the Jerry Springer right before he retired. I'm talking when he first dropped. Right?
Oh, wait, you said KKK. That's another conversation that will be had on here. But
I'm saying,
like I said, when you say things, I want you to understand, it's the clickbait.
And the KKK
it's the
up
clickbait.
there and let them rock. Let them rock. Let them go. Did it seem nice? Did it seem right? No. Motherfucker, you already know it's going to be some shit. But they got that space. They got that opportunity that, honestly, on an everyday basis, you don't walk around and go, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and beat up this person, or I'm going to go ahead and do this. You know what I'm saying? I got the space now to say my shit.
Do you feel like Jerry Springer was... Do you feel like Jerry Springer had their own section of people?
What do you mean?
Like when you talk about Jerry Springer, because that's the type of person, like people watch that show and
I mean, there's people that didn't.
On it.
That's fine, but even if you didn't watch it, he was that big that you knew of it. It's just like Maury, like Maury and Jerry Springer and shit like that. You know of.
So MOE Don.
Yes, ma'am.
With the space that you feel that, like, because maybe tonight. I just want to give a little bit of attention to what you were talking about. And because you are a black man, like I said, like when I started this show, it was we have to pin black women against black men and black men against black women. And I'm a black woman speaking to a black man. And the things that I want to ask you, because this is a helping show, is what can we do? What can I do? Because I'm a mom. What can I do as a parent to not let these things happen? Like, what can I do?
I honestly believe that I'm a parent also. I believe that these conversations need to be had. I think a lot of times we as parents and the people before us didn't have honest conversations with our kids. So if you acting like nothing ever happened to you and you was the perfect person, then when these things happen to them, they're not going to come and talk to you at all. If they're fascinated by something that someone else is saying, things can happen. Yes. When you have real conversations,
you mean like with kids, are you talking about?
I'm talking about. I'm talking about your children. So, all right, let's start here. Let's start here. Because when men and women, because I'm going to go men, right? When men deal with younger women, they do it because they the younger women is fascinated by the things that they say.
Now, because that one word gave us a little feedback, that young women, because I didn't never ask you your age or ask you to put your.
I'm 43. I'm 43.
Like okay, so I also know you 43. You kind of in the 80s, baby. So a 30-year-old woman could be a little girl to you. Can you give me like a little age?
I don't. Okay, so I don't deal with nothing under 30. Like I can't.
See?
My sister. So listen, I got a little sister that's 26 years old. Like, but again, hold on. I'm not passing judgment on those people that deal with adults. If you're considered an adult, that's your business. I'm just telling you, right? Honestly, the guy when I see it, they deal with younger women, right? Because like. What they have, what the little that they do have fascinates them. When you deal with an older woman that have some kind of intelligence about her, that shit ain't fascinating to her. You buying her a pair of shoes or talking your shit, that's not doing nothing for her. I'm saying we need to just have conversations. Right? Yo.
So back to, like I said, going back to what I said, like, got us kind of here, but I think this is where we need it to be, because you said they protect these people. Do you feel like family members protect these people?
Yes.
Do you feel like
now wait? Let's keep it all the way 100, right?
Okay.
I said I'm 43, right? I've been with more women than most men. Let me say that, right? I've conversated with more women than most men, and a lot of women I know has had things happen to them, right, by family members or people close to the family, right? Now, you think this is the first time that these? You think this is the first time that person did that to someone? No. We not having the conversation. I know. Let me ask you a question, right?
Okay, cool.
And we don't gotta put nobody's names out there, right?
No name.
But there's not a pedophile in your family?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Is it? Now let me ask you a question. Is it something that was really spoken about? Like, yo, he's a piece of shit.
Now, because I ain't never been afraid to have the conversation, I felt like my family was always afraid to have the conversation.
Oh,
I did feel like, I felt like it was always the older aunts and things like that. So I always felt like it was the family members. They just sweep it under the rug.
So now let me ask you another question. Is that aiding? Okay, cool. Could that be considered aiding and abetting this person that's tearing a person's life up?
Yes, it is.
So should we not have a conversation about that?
No, we should have a conversation. And the scariest thing about it, and I think what made people scared, is that the predator might call, and we're going to have that conversation. It's my show. I'm not shying away from shit.
The predator shouldn't even still be walking in the street. Like, listen, I understand, I have my own show, so I know certain things that I shouldn't say, but I feel like everybody shouldn't be alive, to be honest with you. Some people forfeit breathing.
Hold on, Mo. You can share it.
Bruh. Hey, and maybe you're not okay. Maybe you wasn't okay.
Right, yeah.
Maybe the person did time, and that's still...
Or they did it to them. You got to understand. That thing be traggling down from family member to family member and family member. 3 generations, one person.
Yes. So now, how is he or she able to do it to more than one person in more than one generation?
And everybody have new babies and new wives and husbands. Those are the questions I wanted.
And you know what's said about that person? Yo, don't leave him alone with your kid. Don't let them sit on your lap, on their lap. Why they around?
Him. But that's what I'm saying. They rather embarrass him. They rather. I'm from the South, and the South part that allowed that to happen, it was like it didn't bother them, because a lot of people, and that's why I said, when we was talking last time on the show, we got to find out, is this levels? Is this a place? Is it DR? Is it New York? These places got different ages of when these females or these, like, and then, like I said, we had a conversation about legacies. There are people who have relations with their families to keep their name alive.
Okay.
You know? So it gets, that's why I said the shit gets tricky. But we gotta go.
Here's how I feel about that. Here's how I feel about that. It don't get tricky with me. If it's my man, you a piece of shit, leave me alone. If you my brother, you a piece of shit, leave me alone. If you my child, please, I'll take you into the woods and we'll both go in and I'll come out myself. I'll do 25 years for creating something like that. That's the truth. That's my truth, right? And the conversation needs to be had. And if you got a monster like that walking around, here's the truth about that. 9 times out of 10, that same thing happened to that person, right?
What you mean, the accuser, or
the person that did it, right?
Okay.
A lot of times they were abused also.
Oh, so like we can say that thing may be mental.
Hurt people.
They consider that.
Yeah, I say that all the time. Hurt people.
Right.
Go ahead,
so
Croc, what you said?
No, I said they consider that the standard. If that's how they grew up, let's say if that's a person that has been touched and all that the same way and ended up successful in their life, right? Ended up doing everything that somebody else wants.
What you mean? Wait, we gonna break because
like say financially. Let's say financially and economically when it comes to moving around within the, like, look at R. Kelly, right? R. Kelly, because of his talent, no matter, he was a child that was molested.
Okay.
Right? And that was the standard for him. And he didn't learn how to read. He didn't learn how to write. But he was just talented as fuck.
Excuse me, guys. Because I said I wasn't going to do that. Hold on. I got you, Mo. You fast. And I got to know that. And this is what I'm saying. When my guests get a little crazy, I got to hold it down. So give me a second to hold it down before I mute your ass.
Take a breath.
No, right? Tell me if I'm lying.
No, I got to.
He was found guilty. He went to jail for that.
Give me a second. Give me a second before
I'm listening.
Your ass. Right?
Uh-huh.
So, with what you said and what both of you, I'm going to go with both of you. You men are throwing out people who are in this industry, right? And I'm not saying I'm trying to get in the industry or anything, but I got a show to run, right?
Uh-huh.
Them barbs is real.
I don't
hear me, dog?
Yeah, but those are the same people that operate in the gray area. So you hear yourself?
Hear me out. You're going to be able to get it out.
Okay.
I got that free space.
Okay.
I'm giving you free space. You're going to get all that out because I want to hear it, right? But what I'm going to be real, like, the what you saying, the only thing, like I said, as a host, is I could try to hear you out, try to figure out how we could work it out and things like that. I cannot be held accountable for what the shit that you be saying out of your mouth.
I understand. They're not, listen, right now? I just said that. That's what you're doing?
Right.
Okay, cool.
No. You another big
ain't nothing wrong with that.
So, just let me do my disclaimer, baby.
Okay, do your disclaimer.
Do my disclaimer.
Go ahead.
I refuse. Just let me do it. And when it comes down to when y'all start talking, like when the guests start talking about hot topics, because this is a hot topic y'all brung in this. So just know that this is a hot topic and it will be out there. And you already said you with the smoke and all that.
Do your research.
When you come on
just do your research.
Hear me out. That's what I said. When you come on this show and somebody say something to you, I'm going to need you to do your research to come up here to start complaining or saying anything in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm going to need that. Because honestly, like I said, this is a helping show. This is not to bash nobody. We are not coming at anybody. And for a second, the reason why it was so important for me to stop you, Mo.
Why?
Because I just did what the fuck we were talking about when I was like, don't talk about Nikki when I know what Nikki has.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I did that just now, so excuse me.
So, but you see how easy it is for people to get away with crimes?
Easy. Yes.
You see how easy that? Yo, that's my brother. That's my uncle. That's my dad. See how easy that was?
No, it's real.
Yo, but
it was easy.
Yeah, but what you mean?
I watched that.
Yeah, he's registered. He's registered.
Right.
And again, that wasn't just that was like I don't want to say the R word, but that's what that was. With a firearm.
Because I'm gonna put you on.
That was
online.
Yeah, but that was
because we need to have it.
He took it.
Conversation. He
took it. He didn't just touch anybody. He took it, right?
Bruh.
Very seldomly, the first thing they say is, "Oh, you don't want no problem with that person because they family or the money they got." No.
Right.
Look at Jeffrey Epstein. I could keep talking. I could just keep talking.
I was gonna say that.
The sad
like
thing
I said,
about
like,
it, right?
Those topics, we about to, like I said, when we hear, they gonna get real. We don't have to keep naming people because I want that.
I'm gonna keep it a band. Bill Cosby.
You feel me? If you don't mind being that caller to keep calling in and because I feel like you're a black man that got something on your heart, and you ain't up on this chat telling me what you doing. You ain't trying to start you trying to, let it be out. So I don't want to feed them too much tonight. You feel me, guys? I don't. We feeding tonight. And right now, it was too many names thrown out. And I want to start slow.
I gotta get ready to go, but I just want to let everybody know, like, this is a safe space for you to call and be honest, right? Again,
talk your shit, nigga.
We shouldn't protect the people that are hurting other people. Like our children are our future, and when that happens to a young child, right, that takes their youth. That's what happens when it happens.
Right.
It's easy to just write it off because it's a family member or a friend or a celebrity.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
We gonna hold everybody accountable. Feel how you want to feel. Let me say this again.
All 2023, we gonna hold people accountable.
Yeah.
We also gonna be accountable for our shit. Because like I said on this show, you say something, I'm here. Don't the fire is here. So Mo, you said you about to go. It is late, and I don't like I said, it's supposed to be the beginning, guys. I appreciate y'all. So Mo, because like I said, this here for black people, white people, anybody, because we never know who's gonna call, and I want everybody to call.
Can I say a comment?
Of course.
This is real random, but when Mo ended the Mo Don, that was his name, right? Mo Don said,
right, because he slammed the door on the way out. It's
right.
good.
When he said, I believe the children are our future, and it kind of fucked me up. All I thought was sexual chocolate. That's the only thing. All I saw was sexual chocolate and the Jerry. I don't know how he looked,
and I ain't mad.
I thought Mo Don had a Jerry curl on just now, and that blue glazed button up. I'm sorry.
It's hard.
Sorry.
Look, it's a hard world out there. It's a cold world out there. But the one thing we know that there's somewhere where you could bundle the fuck up, and you better come up over here and tell us, help us out. This is new. You know what I mean? I want people to get in tune with the fact that we're gonna have open dialogue. This shit gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Croc, you a man, right? And I'm
last time I checked.
Yes, I check in the post. So as you being a man, and sometimes I feel like women are afraid to have the conversation with men because we mainly see this as men doing it. But that's only if you blind to the fact that there's females out there doing it. There's cougars out there. They're out there, right? So when it comes down to the men's side of it, how do you feel about having this conversation? Are you okay with it, or do you feel like, nah, this is hurting the image. This is going to hurt you.
Talking about pedophilia or tricking? What?
All of it. Because you've been here from the beginning.
Honestly, at the end of the day, right? The only way people are going to know about anything is if you say it. If it's not said and you keep it in your mind, it's a waste of fucking time for everybody.
Absolutely.
Right? Like if you can't hear it, see it, touch it, smell it, read it, what's the point of having that knowledge and just holding it in? So you bullshitting the world, and then you're knowing that if it's, especially with those situations, you're willingly
what's good, Lucci? I appreciate
to have
you for
someone
tuning in.
See someone in pain,
Pardon me,
which fucking sucks. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Nobody wants to see that.
That means that you're willing to consciously or unconsciously, like you could think about it today and then go about your day. And then it won't
That's why I
hit you
tell
until-
people, take it minute by minute. I really tell people to take it minute by minute because you really
Well,
never know.
you gotta understand for each person, they gotta understand what their values is. Not everybody values the same shit.
There can
But
be
they gotta
more.
call up.
I will. That's the fact. Like
They just gotta call up.
Listen,
That's
hear
all.
me out. I want them to call up because this is not a conversation that is normally had, and I feel mostly women are afraid to have it because it's harsh to people's ears. But I'm gonna need y'all to come have that conversation because it's needed. So if you do see it like that, these men tag teaming me, sister to sister, come up here, come to the show. come let them know that it doesn't have to be like that, and we're not trying to block you for your views. There's no judgment. We talking real shit.
Not at all.
We letting people know that this shit is happening. Mental health is real. You don't have to have a pill for this show. You know what I mean?
What
You don't have to.
Don't make me shit.
No, it don't. And the only thing we could do is try to help one person, and it's gonna take one step at a time, minute by minute. As long as they give me minutes on this fucking shit, I'm gonna ride with it. Anybody who come up, feel free. I'm gonna let you ride. I'm gonna let you sit here, talk and chat with us. I'm not gonna shut you down. Nothing. Just please be respectful. Please be mindful of the situation that happened in the first place. And that's with people can twist your words. And when they twist your words, it becomes a dangerous space. And I don't have, like I said in the beginning of the show, this is not fucking Crime Stoppers. Who the fuck? Do you not hear this voice? That's why I said when my peoples is here. They gonna be here. And I'm gonna appreciate you for listening, turning in to know that these are real conversations that are not normally had, and they're gonna be really hard. And I can't protect everyone that says some crazy things. Just try to come up and help us. Like, we all need it. We gonna need that help one way, because somebody gonna say something. They are. And Croc, you see it. Like, I
yeah.
For
I mean, a lot of times it takes some real shit to be said for people to know what their true colors is, and shit don't always add up, and that's cool. You know what I mean?
It's
like
cool.
That's life.
Yeah, it's cool.
Focus,
when you
can
get
focus
up
on that
chat,
shit all you want. Like like at the end of the day, if you're woke, and I believe you're woke, right?
Right, I
believe
you.
that you should always be just straight about progress. Nonsense over progress. Like, I mean, and nonsense is gonna happen. Like, you can't shake that shit.
It's gonna happen. Somebody gonna come up on my chat and try to say something that's gonna be a wow factor to you guys. And my job as your host is to try to do what I can. I am not going to be perfect. I'm not going to say that. But we're not going to be perfect, because you're going to realize you can't do what I do. You feel me? You can't do it. No, you can't. So since we know that this is going to be a teamwork, all my people who with me, like I said, this wasn't supposed to be a show. I kind of let it last for a little longer than what I wanted it to be. So anybody who tune in, it's a random chat. So if you downloaded the app, you already know once I say I'm going online, it's time for me and my family to talk, and we're going to have to talk, and it's not going to be easy. And if you down for the cause, tune in. You know what I mean? Support this war that we have on people who trying to turn your words, and you just trying to say some shit that you may not even understand. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Croc, is there anything that you want to say to the people? Is you going to give let them know that you're going to be part of the show a little bit? Like, what's up?
I mean, with the situation that you just experienced, and me being a listener to the show, and you've always invited me with open arms, which I respect. I'm glad that I get to say my piece on here, and I don't see why I wouldn't come up here when I have the opportunity to bless your show.
Yeah.
And, keep saying what I need to say. So, I mean, you want to call me, you could call me a co-host, you could call me a guest star, whatever the case may be.
We gonna call you the co-host that when
I can't guarantee. I can't guarantee.
How about this? When I get a little stuck, when someone call me, say somebody come up on this chat, I may not know what they say. Will it also be alright if I call you and say, bro, like, what is homeboy trying to say to us? Like,
no, I mean, as you can see with MOE Don, because I'm familiar with him, like, I do know how to translate. I've been in the hood long enough to know how to definitely translate.
And listen, and I'm gonna open that. I'm gonna keep that, like, my arms is open, and I'm gonna embrace that. And I hope other men out there know. I know this show is called Sister to Sister because I was talking to my sister. Well, I thought I was talking to my sister.
No, you was.
But I also know, I was talking to my sister because no matter what, like I said, like y'all go support my sis. Like don't even trip. Right. I did it with her because I assumed
differences is differences at the end of the day, right?
You feel me? And then we gonna end it like me and her ended it off how we needed to end it off. And I hope it opened the door for the conversations of the path that I was going, and I hope it opened the door for the path that she was going down. And it's understandable and it's respected. I'm a grown ass woman, and I understand that I'm also an 80s baby. So I can remember being young, and it was a lot of things happening around, and the conversation wasn't had with an adult. Now that I'm an adult, let's talk about it. And you're not going to like it, and it's going to make you uncomfortable, but you going to understand, and we're going to keep it real. And I don't mean to hurt your feelings. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to hurt your feelings with this truth.
No, you should.
But it's going to hurt.
Truth
you feel me?
Truth.
So, right, it's going to hurt, and it's okay. And this right here is the understanding group that is going to hurt, and it's okay. So, Croc, I thank you for coming out. I tried to get SP to come out. I see my chat talking to me. I appreciate y'all because I really didn't think that I was going to have a show after the fact, but I also knew that I had a vision. And the vision is we all could just have a conversation in a free space, and you not get judged. You're not on stand. I'm not trying to use your lyrics against you. You know what I mean? Like, your song could play for somebody else that need to hear that. So understand that you appreciate it. We thank you. Croc, I thank you.
No problem, no problem. Like, anytime.
Mo, I thank you. And even, I got to put this out for the show in, right? Here's something for your ass. My man's in them was called something that wasn't cute. That's something I feel like that ain't cool, bro. You just don't put things on people. You just don't automatically call them something because they said something you didn't understand. We not finna do that. And because I went to him and I told him, and he got to speak to others around me, he helped me with the graphics for the show. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if he did it because he felt like he did that to me, but he ain't had to do it for me because I didn't do it for him. I did it for anybody who called my show to know that you're in a free space. Your words will not be turned against you because this is not that show. I will do my best to make sure, like I said, this should go on YouTube. So if you feel like you want to say some shit, know what you're going to say when it come up there. Your words. And them words, I'm praying, help someone. Please know that when you come up here and speak on this chat, right in my chat, you are helping somebody, and it's free. So thank you for coming out. I love y'all for showing up. Thank you.